Good morning students. Today I will go with class 10th subject is maths. As we have already started chapter number 1 that is GST. I already explained to you exercise first A ki how we will calculate GST for state government and central government. Then we will make the bill after deducting the discount. We have already done this. I think this is clear to you, all of you. So our next topic is ITC. ITC means input tax credit. Input tax credit. Previous exercise that we have done, that we have already found the amount of bill that is for customers only, means who are purchasing things, who are taking services. Now this is for ITC for tax for those who are doing a business. Means if we are going on cloth shop, we are paying GST. Then this ITC for the shopkeepers who are doing business. Here it is written on page number 10. Input tax included this CGST, SGST and IGST paid on input goods. Input services. Input means what you have paid on the purchase of the goods. Then only a registered person is entitled to take credit of input tax charge of the supplies. Means firstly that person have to register in the government record. Then credit of tax paid on every input used for supply of taxable goods. Means we have to pay the tax for those goods on which government has applied the tax. So for the purchase of petroleum and other liquid, petrol, diesel, input tax credit is not available. It is written in your book, students. In export of goods means you are exporting something from the other country, so GST is not payable, but still input tax credit is available. Such transactions are called zero rated transaction. I think it is clear to you. Otherwise you will go through the page number 10. Everything is written here and this is very easy. Means this input tax credit we will used for business purposes only. Other procedures are same. Like I will clear to you the concept. If we are purchasing something, first of all SP tax on your selling price, and after cost price you can say, or sales price. After then we will allow the discount for the customers. Then after deducting the tax we got the selling price. First of all we have the cost price, then after deducting discount, after discounting down discount we will get the selling price. So tax on selling price, here it is written. So tax is equal to tax paid on the registered dealer is equal to output tax minus input tax. So tax on SP minus tax on cost price, selling price and cost price, we will have to subtract this. In the book it is example is given. Let A, B and C are three traders belonging to different states. Trader A sells some goods to the trader B for rupees 500 and trader B sells to the same goods and services to trade C at a profit of 200. Means he is getting some, one person is taking goods from anywhere and he is selling to B and B is selling to C. Then he is getting the profit. Then so they are saying कि calculate the tax of liability of B if rate of GST is 12%. Like here example is given, A sells the goods to trader B for rupees 500. So 500 is the selling price for A. Then B sells the same goods. B got the profit of rupees 200. So here different state, and they are saying कि these are belongs to different states. So we will follow the interstate transaction. So here government will apply on the traded IGST, means no share will be there to central government, and state government will take the direct tax. So GST is equal to 12%. I think question is clear to you. Now for trader A, SP is 500 given here. So because he is selling the goods to another state, so we will calculate IGST. 12% of 500, its value after calculation is 60. Sorry. So for trader B, CP is 500, means first of all for A he sold on rupees 500. Then this will be the CP for B. CP is equal to 500, and he is also taking profit of 200 rupees when he is selling to C. So here CP for B is equal to 500 plus 200 is equal to 700, because he is taking the profit. So input tax credit, tax on purchase of goods and services, that we have already calculated 60, and output tax is so 700. After profit we will calculate the 12% of 700. Then after calculation we got the value 84. Then tax payable is equal to output tax minus input credit. So 84 minus 64 will be 24. So tax on profit, we can also say कि tax on profit will be 24. Now this 24 will go to the government in the form of tax. I think concept is very clear to you. Similarly, you can do this exercise 1.1b. Rajesh, everything is same, only you have to calculate the GST percentage. If CGST is there, then make the half of GST, calculate it separately. Then if property is there, then it will be added to the this CP, then you will get SP. Procedure is same. Then add selling price and then subtract it, not subtract it, but discount. Here discount will not be given there. In place of discount, profit will be there. In the previous exercise we were deducting discount, but here profit is given, so we will add the profit to the given cost price. So here we will get the output tax, and input tax already is, we will calculate on the same CP, After getting it, let us do example. So here, first question, when the goods or services are sold for rupees 15,000 under intra transaction, means CGST and SGST we will have to calculate. So selling price, first question is selling price is equal to rupees 15,000. Selling price is 15,000, so GST is equal to 12%. So here CGST is given, CGST make its half, 6% of 15,000. So 6 upon 100 multiply by 15,000. Cancel these two zeros. 15 6 are 90. So this, so 900 will be the CGST. Here we can write in the CGST column. Then SGST will be same, 6% of 15,000. So its answer will also be 900. So here they are writing C part is CP at the station B. So CP at the station B. So here profit is given. Profit is also given 5,000. Profit is equal to rupees 5,000. So SP at B will be the C. Let me clear to you. Here is some confusion. So SP at station A, then B, C is given. If SP is there, A is selling to B. So selling price of A will be the cost price for B. So C part is written here, CP at station B. So it will be 15,000 because SP is given. So it will be 15,000. Profit is of 5,000. So SP at station B is equal to CP plus profit. Means here when they will sell, they will get the profit of 5,000. So 15,000 plus 5,000 is equal to 20,000. So this will be the cost price for C. Selling price here, it will be the cost price for C. So SP at the station B is 20,000. This is D part. So E part is GST. Now the same goods and services are moved under interstate transaction from station B to C at the rate of tax 12%. So again we will calculate GST on 20%. So GST 12% of 20%, 12 upon 100 multiply by 20,000. So it is 2,400. So CP. Now selling price of B will be the cost price for C. So cost price at station C is equal to rupees 20,000. I think now this is clear to you. Now student, all the questions are same as examples are given in your question. Other questions you will try by yourself. All the questions are same. Nothing is new here. Try by yourself. In the next video, I will start the next chapter, banking. So practice at home. Do well. Thank you for today.